Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I am reacting to a very new group on our channel, but I've kind of talked about them a little bit in some of my other reactions as well as some of the comment sections. But today we are reacting to Stray Kids for the very first time. Also, some of you might be new here. My name is Emily. I usually do this channel with my friend Kevin. I am pretty much an SM stan and I haven't really branched out. This is the first time a group has caught my attention this much for me to branch out. But to kind of give a backstory, I knew of Stray Kids, and I had seen God's Menu at some point last year. And I don't know why I didn't start standing them then, whatever. But I knew of Felix, and I knew Felix very well, and I knew Felix was good friends with a lot of NCT, not just the NCT Dream members, but NCT members in general. So he was the member I knew the most about. And so when I heard about Kingdom, I was like, okay, cool. I'll watch Kingdom. I'll support Felix and the rest of Stray Kids because I really like Felix. And I also got my sister to watch it because she's a massive fan of iKON. So she was there to watch iKON and I was there to watch Stray Kids. Their first performance was absolutely amazing. Every performance they did was absolutely amazing. But the more I got to know them, I was amazed and kind of blown away by one, how much talent they possess. Two, literally it's a group of aces. They literally do everything. When I watched, because my sister and I are currently watching their survival show. I haven't seen Hellevator, but I know they showed the background scenes of it on their survival show. But when it came to showing the music video, I just didn't watch it because I knew I was going to be reacting to it. So I kind of know what it looks like a little bit, but I had no idea. One, they wrote their own songs, they composed it, they produced it, they sometimes choreograph their own stuff. They literally do everything by themselves, and that was Stray Kids in general blows me away, but 3 Racha, I literally don't have the power to comprehend what they can do, their full potential and their full abilities. Because hearing how masterful the songs are produced, and then knowing yes, Chan is a year older than me, not even a year older than me, but he was born in '97. I was born in Lino and I are the same age. But Han and Changmin are younger than I am. So to know people younger than me are able to do this kind of blows my mind. So, but I didn't really get into, I was warming up to them, but still didn't fully jump in because I already know being an SM stan, it's hard to support groups in SM and then also try to support other groups that aren't at SM. And so I was still kind of on the fence about it. But then I saw the episode where Ian cried. And I don't know what came over me. But I was I just felt I needed to support them and show them that they're amazing and they literally have my full backing behind them. I don't know why. It's just I have if you've been to my channel before, I have a very strong soft spot for maknaes. And I guess just seeing Ian crying, I was I didn't realize how much I kind of cared about the guys until that moment. And so literally before the episode ended, I ended up buying literally all 3 albums of the Go album, all 3 versions. So I was okay, well this is becoming an issue. I'm getting to a point where this is a group I might want to stan. And literally within the time of Kingdom, they're probably one of my old groups. In that short amount of time, I was I was just blown away by how phenomenal they were. I still can't process it. So, yeah, Stray Kids is one of my old groups now. I guess I'm a newly whatever stay. So I'm really excited. I feel like a lot of my subscribers are Stazens. So, or it's just like the N Citizen and Stays put together. But like y'all, their personalities, they're just so compassionate and just, and I still haven't even done like guides or anything. I just know based off like the little videos I've seen, they're literally like the best human beings in existence. And they like, I feel like not only do they talk about it, but Stays also talk about like their fandom is kind of small in comparison to some other groups. And it kind of like shocks me because with a group being this talented, and literally, kid you not, when I first heard Hellevator, I had no idea whose positions were what. I genuinely thought like Han and them were vocalists, and then come to find out like they're the main rappers, and they that's like they can sing and they can sing, but like their job technically is to rap, but positions just like don't matter to this group because they can do literally everything. But I've come to like genuinely care about these 8 guys. So I'm really excited to start this journey with Stray Kids. I'm really excited to do the guides and things like that. It's been killing me that I like haven't seen a good portion of their music videos. I've only seen Backdoor and God's Been Duh. And that's it. But I've heard like 5 or 6 of their songs. So I know Hellevator. Like Hellevator's on my playlist. But I just haven't seen the MV. So I'm really excited to get into this. I'm reacting to not only Hellevator but District 9. I don't know if I already said that. But yeah, I'm really excited to see like their journey from, and this was like pre-debut. So like they hadn't debuted or anything yet. So the fact that they were like, and when I found out during the survival show that they were putting like a female key and they told them to change it and they were just like, nah, screw it, we're just still gonna keep it as is. Y'all, they're so talented. Like, and my sister and I like we are full-fledged in. Like I already have more albums on the way. At some point gonna buy a light stick. We like can't wait to go to a concert when they come back to the States. Like my sister and I are head over heels for this group. And it's fun because they're like my age. So it's just like cool to see. So yeah, before I rant on any longer, because I easily could. Also, side note, very quick. After this, I'm going to be reacting to the like final Kingdom Wolfgang. Because I was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning watching it, and so I don't really remember what went on. I was kind of blindsided by like all of Chris. It was a lot. That's another thing. I don't realize I stay in groups until I started using their real names. And I like was talking to my sister and realized I said like Minnow and Jongin, and I was like, oh, well that's it. So I guess I'm gonna stay now. So when I start using their real names, because I have them with NCT, have them with EXO, have them with Shiny, that's it. There's no turning back. So, and there really hasn't been. But I will be reacting to Wolfgang on my Patreon. By the way, every video on my Patreon is free. I have tiers on there, but they're completely useless because I don't put anything in them. So be on the lookout for that when it comes out. I am going to continue to rant about this if I'm given the opportunity to. So I'm going to go ahead and get started into Hellevator. Like it literally just started and I'm already like smiling from ear to ear. 멀어져가는 것을 목도 낯선 길 위에 지치리도 곡도 없이 내가 많은 길을 가는 가이다 팔지도도 하나 없이 위로 가는 길은 절대 다시 뒤로 가기 싫어 막막한 미루야 피눈물 대신 피땀 흘리면 나를 빌어 사람들은 내게 말해 그 정도의 고비는 지나가는 소나기라고 성공을 낳으려면 두려워도 실패라는 덫가라고 like, they were already this amazing and they haven't even debuted yet, y'all. 내게 잔인하고 두려운 나를
홀로 버티고 있어 손을 밀어도 날 잡아줄 사람은 아무도 없어 내 아픔 내 눈물을 타고 위로 빠져나가고 있어 I'm on a elevator 아무것도 없어 날 위한 속이는 걱정 하나 없이 차가운 말들 분홍토를 꿈은 좀 접어 포기란 말들이 내 길을 따라가며 절망감을 번져가 희망이란 하늘을 주변 사람의 손으로 가린다 나 살리기도 하며 버티고 있어 날 째려보는 짜가운
literally thought I was the vocalist, and then he came out and did this, and I was like, okay. Also an actor. Like, look at that. 내게 잔인하고 두려운 나를 홀로 버티고 있어 손을 밀어도 날 잡아줄 사람은 아무도 없어 내 아픔 내 눈물을 타고 위로 빠져나가고 있어 I'm on a elevator Like, half of Three Raja, 2/3 of Three Raja, weren't even adults yet when they wrote this.
주로는 어디에 어둠 속에 갇혀있던 나를 끌어내 좀 더 빠르게 이것을 run away I'm on the Hellevator 난 올라갈게 어두웠던 내 과거 탈출해 내 깜깜했던 앞길을 비춰 미쳐버릴 듯 지겨운 시간 잊혀져 버릴 때 이 길을 뛰어 외면하던 새로운 시작의 종소리가 울리며 나는 올라탔지 내 손을 작은 펜트하우스로 데려다줄 my Hellevator
Sometimes SM has like stuff at the end, so I never know. I'm about to talk for so long, so I'm so sorry. But y'all, that was I didn't even want to talk during the reaction because I just wanted to listen to it and watch it and just like enjoy the masterpiece that is this song. Yeah. They don't have positions. They just like do everything. I'm interested to see when I do the guide that what their positions are. I know they have like dance Raja, vocal Raja, Three Raja. But like in Kingdom, Ian did the dance portion and clearly like all of Three Raja can sing. Like they're not just rappers because they hit high notes during the song, so also I don't know, like people who were standing Stray Kids from like the beginning, like before their debut when their survival show came out, did you like bawl your eyes out? Because like I literally knew Minnow and Felix debuted with Stray Kids. But you better believe I bawled my eyes out when they were eliminated. Also, sorry for y'all who didn't know that happened, but like, I feel like that's like well-known information, especially if you're a stay. I'm like maybe a month old stay, and I know that. So sorry if I spoiled it for some of you guys. But also I know like the music videos I'm watching today were 9 members, and now it's 8 members. I'm not really gonna like talk about that transition because I wasn't a fan at the time, and I feel like I don't have enough information, and I don't know the extensive details that went into all that to speak on it. I just know like I am OT8 because that's what I was introduced to, and that's what I know. So speaking of OT8, my sister and I thought it would be a fantastic idea to try to pick a bias and a bias wrecker for this group, because that's just like the thing to do when you get into new groups. Of course, like our biases were Felix, because like I started watching Kingdom and got to know Stray Kids because of Felix. And my sister was blown away by God's Menu, and y'all know Felix's iconic part. But then when it came to bias wreckers, that's where we kind of split off. My initial like bias wrecker was Sungmin. I thought Sungmin has a beautiful voice, and honestly, the like trio that did Love Poem, the Mayfly trio, vocal trio that did Love Poem, it was one of my favorite performances out of all of Kingdom, because it was just like the harmonies blended so well, and it was like Sungmin just blew me away in that song. But even like God's Menu, he got my attention. I was like, I really, really like his voice. So he was my bias wrecker. And then my sister is a big fan of Han. She likes the tone of his voice. I mean, Han can literally do everything. Also, Han has fantastic stage presence, at least based on what I've seen him do. I mean, they all do. They all have fantastic stage presence. There's literally like no flaw in this group. I don't understand, like, if you are introduced to this group, how you don't immediately start like standing them, because that was basically me. I had been introduced to other groups that aren't in SM prior to Stray Kids, and I was never like captured by them, and I think that's kind of why I kept my distance from Stray Kids at first. But there's literally no way you can do that. They're just literally amazing. I don't know how else to say it. But this is gonna be such a long reaction. But I really like don't care. I feel like I just want to like sit in a room with them for like 7 hours and just tell them all the things I think they're wonderful at, which is a long list. And just like praise them for the rest of their lives, because they're so good. My sister and I were literally talking yesterday about like, if we go to an NCT concert, we're gonna be like hella hyped, because that's how NCT is for us. But when it comes to Stray Kids, we were like, we're just gonna be emotional the whole time, because they're gonna be fantastic, and they're gonna make us cry, and they're gonna make us laugh, and they're gonna make us want to scream, and so it's just gonna be a roller coaster of emotions. So I'm so excited if they ever can come back to the States. I don't want them to come to the States right now because it's a madhouse. But when everything kind of settles down and we're not at like death risk or whatever, I would love to see them in concert, like so much. Like I just, no one has become an old group this quickly, or this quick, than like EXO and NCT, which are my like 3 old groups. I never also thought I would make a group that wasn't from SM an old group. So I'm gonna go ahead and like get into District 9, because I've never heard District 9, so this is like fresh, new, whatever, never seen, never anything. My headphones are up really high, so the like screeching kind of scared me. Okay, this is a very different feel. Oh my god! There's like 17 things I already want to say.
Stray kids everywhere all around the world. 떠들지들 말고 여기로 찾아오렴. Stray kids everywhere all around the world. 점점 커져가는 그들의 발걸음 소리. 남들이 우리를 볼 때 문제 아들의 무리 그런 시선들을 바꾼다는 건 쉽지 않은 문제풀이 풀리지 않는 노예와 편견들의 뿌리 죽일 수는 없지. 우리가 누구인가를 증명하는 게 우리들의 임무지. 그들은 말해 너네 나랑 다르니까 여길 떠났죠. 근데 다르다는 말은 틀린 게 아니란 것만은 알아줘. 그 시기 받을 시기 우리 위친 작은 빛이 그게 비치는 디스트릭 가업으로 시작해 끝은 아마 모두의 아직 싹 다 뒤집어놔 다 뒤집어놔 부정적인 시선 지워 뱉고 걔가 잘못됐어 나는 나를 잘 모르는데 왜 네가 나를 아는 듯이 말해 Get lost 여긴 우리 구역 Get out of here 느끼는 자리 없어 District 9 Cold up the freeze, 에이 땀을 젖은 채, 에이 그러니 제발 립 다물고 모두 shit 진짜 내 모습이 무엇인지 찾는 중이야 빗땀을 연습을 받아가네 밤을 새며 죽도록 달렸는데 결국엔 네 그려진 표정 앞에 광대 No doubt 우린 우리 공간을 지켜 yeah! 싹 다 뒤집어놔 부정적인 시선 지워 뱉고 그건 잘못됐어 나는 나를 잘 모르는데 왜 네가 나를 아는 듯이 말해 Get lost 여긴 우리 구역 Get out of here 느끼는 자리 없어 District 9
Okay, now that I feel like I can speak. This might be bold of me to say, but I kind of don't care. But this is the best rap group in 4th Gen. I feel like kind of by far. There may be some groups I haven't heard yet, but like, I wanted to, at the beginning, I was kind of like blown away. But I wanted to say something, but then like other things came in and I was like, I just don't need to talk. I just need to let this play out and do its thing. But my God, can they ride a beat? Like, oh, I feel like do other groups get intimidated by this? Because like I would. Like, I'm not even in the industry, and I'm intimidated by this. Like, I am their age, chilling out. Like, my house, going to school, doing literally the bare minimum. And they're choreographing, producing, writing, composing, juggling, whatever it is they're juggling. Some of them were juggling school at the time. And producing this. like I said, y'all don't have to worry about me not like being into this group. That's just not gonna happen. I am too far in. Like I'm barely in, and I'm too far in to go back, and I don't want to go back. Because I'm a stand now. But my God, it was like I wanted to talk about Camden, but then like Chongmin came in, and Han came in, Wangshin came in, and I was like, I can't speak because if I say something, I'm gonna miss something else incredible. So, yeah, that was Hellevator in District 9. That literally their first 2 MVs that they ever put out. And, like, when that's your start, how do you live up to those expectations and get better and better? But, like, they did, because God's Menu was top tier, Backdoor was top tier, and they sound so different. Like, Backdoor has a very, like, swing kind of vibe, and this didn't have that at all. This was very like the use of the like sound effects at the beginning and the instrumentation and everything. It's just it's different. But it got me so hyped. I just wanted to like. I'm pretty sure I did like bounce my head all the time. But like I said, after this, I'm gonna go rewatch Wolfgang and try to process everything that went on in that. My brain is malfunctioning. I don't even know what to say. They're literally so talented. Oh my gosh! Like bless y'all for staying them since the beginning. Like y'all found a gem early on. Luckily for me, like, they didn't debut that long ago. Like, I want to say it was 2018. I could be wrong. I still haven't done a guide or anything, so I don't really know their whole backstory of, like, when they debuted. But I want to say it was 2018. And, like, NCT debuted 2 years before that, and EXO debuted way before that. So, I'm glad I'm kind of, like, early on into this group. And clearly, like they said, they don't have that big of a fandom, which that's still, I think that's crazy. Like, are y'all lying? Are you sure you're not a massive fandom and y'all just, like, stay quiet? Because how are you not fans of these guys? It's literally impossible. It literally took me, like, 3 weeks of watching Kingdom. And I am crying for me to be like, okay, that's it. I forego everything I've ever said in the SM mentality I've had for this group. And I just didn't think I was gonna get that from a non-SM group. But it's happened with Stray Kids, and it's starting to happen with ATs. So I'm like going down a dark hole that I like at this rate I'm okay with getting into. So but I so enjoyed this. I can't wait to do a guide. 2, I can't wait to do more music videos and like fun shows that they've done, and like Weekly Idols and things like that, and just like learn more about them. I feel like if I learn more about them, I'm just gonna fall even more in love with them, and I feel like that's gonna be hard to do because I already like love these guys so much. Like trying to put into words and fathom what they do is almost impossible. Like Stays, how do y'all do this? And they're so humble too. Like I watched their V-Lives today, after they won, and they were like, y'all did all the work. Like y'all really like got us here and got us this, and I was like, bro, you literally practiced and wrote these songs for hours. We just voted and like watched your video a bunch. Which, I mean, like, we Stage work hard, don't get me wrong. But, like, they just, I feel like they downplay some of their hard work. Or I feel like sometimes they downplay their hard work. And I just, like, I want to punch them and hug them at the same time. But that has been this reaction before I go on anymore, because I literally could. It's going to be a 30-minute reaction. I'm so sorry, you guys, but just deal with it, I promise. And if you're like me, you'll, like, listen to most of this, because I just love listening to people talk about how much they love my favorite groups. Which I could literally do all day with Stray Kids. But I have to go to bed soon, because I've been up since 5, because I wanted to make sure Dream got their 8th one on M Countdown, and Stray Kids won Kingdom. So it's been a long day for me. But I'm so excited to go on this journey with you guys. I can't wait to be introduced to more of Stray Kids and more of their personalities. I'm probably going to cry half the time. But that's okay. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction. It's kind of been more chill than most of my reactions. But please, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, Stays.